I'm giving somebody the blues today.
A couple of days ago, I made a video about this Tekken bot, Eddy with a 3, that only spams 3. At the time, I was one of the only people to talk about this, and I was just highlighting everything that the bot was doing, from making people plug, from doing amazing comebacks, to simply promoting through the ranks. It's currently hard stuck at Vanquisher, but still, the journey was surprising no less. It's very interesting when you talk about the character Eddy and how they designed him this time around. The developers said that Eddy is a character who is difficult to use. In past games, that's what he was, according to the developers. But when you look at the statistics for Eddy, his win rates, the character actually places very high in relationship to the rest of the roster. The only characters who are really above Eddy are DLC characters, and they have a natural pay-to-win buff added on to them. Eddy being so deadly in Tekken 7 and then being more simplified and refined in Tekken 7, it was quite a weird combination. The character was out for about a month now and players just been experimenting with him. We all knew about his 3-3-3-3-3 combo. It's like an overpowered string almost. And these things has existed in Tekken before. A common comparison like Katarina 3-3-3 or 4-4-4. Even Victor Kunimitsu Noctis, those characters have a variation of 2-2-2 strings, but Eddy kind of takes the cake because his 3-3-3 does a full-on natural combo. So when the developers announced this new mechanic that's never been done before, a lot of players were surprised and also shocked. I feel like it was only a matter of time before someone did this, and someone definitely has. A tweet that I made 3 days ago. It says someone made a bot that plays Eddy and only presses 3. It's currently Vanquisher rank. Now, the stream, you probably know the name by now. It's Jim Mashima. Now, this tweet that I put out went ultra viral. Never before in all my days on Twitter have I put out a tweet that had almost 1 million views. This sent shockwaves, and as Evo Japan was going on, this Eddy bot in the background was rising up the charts. Every day, more and more people became aware of it. More and more people started to tweet about it. I have some tweets here. 2 days ago, this person here, Trust, they put out a tweet about it. 1,200 likes. Another person here, this is a massive tweet. 1 day ago, 38% of Tekken 8 viewers are on Twitch watching Jim Mashima. This is the moment when the Eddy bot reached the mainstream within the Tekken community. It was on full display for everyone to see. But here's the thing, there's 2 different levels of stardom. It's going mainstream within your own community, but then a higher level, which Eddy bot has just reached, was being known and seen by the whole entire gaming community. Over the past hours, if you look on Google and you type up Tekken 8 and you click on news articles, you will see so many news articles being written about this Eddy bot. From every game journalist you could think of. Games Radar, Push Square, Event Hubs, IGN is a big one, Yahoo, Game Rant is a big one, VGS 24/7 a big one, The Gamer. IGN even put out a tweet about this on Twitter, kind of explaining the situation too, and that tweet is popping off.
In case you didn't know, Eddy Gordo has a pretty easy strat. Spam just one button, 3, aka left kick, and you can beat most inexperienced players.
Now that it's at this level, the developers are 100% aware of what's going on if they weren't prior to this. And the question that I ask is, does this look good for Tekken 8? Are the developers happy that the mechanic that they created is being advertised on such a large scale? Or do they view it as a negative? This thing that they put in the game to make the character easier is now too easy, and the bot is kind of making a mockery of their development. I always feared that this kind of development would affect other characters. We know Lydia was announced, Marduk and Fakamam are rumored to be next. Will these characters also have some 3-3-3 shenanigans? Like if we go back in the video, when they said that Eddy is a difficult to use character, and I was saying, not really, look at how much he wins. If you look at all the characters underneath them, if Eddy is difficult, what are those characters? When is their time to show up? Will they have a 3-3-3, 4-4-4, 2-2-2, whatever type of auto combo, because the developers are just doing that. 2 other things that I almost forgot to mention about this Eddy bot. One, the people who are reviewing this, like IGN and whatnot, these guys aren't really Tekken players. They're not really good at the game. So from their perspective, this Eddy bot is either better than them or just the same skill level as them. And that, it just speaks volumes to me. It's just really funny. But then the second thing that I wanted to say is that the Eddy bot is hard stuck in orange rank. If you check in the stream, you'll see it go back and forth between the first few orange ranks and dominator rank. And the reason why it's hard stuck there is because once you get past vanquisher rank and you go to destroyer rank, there's something in the game that now allows you to fight against red ranks. And we all know the red ranks are way better than the orange and the yellows, right? The majority of them. So the 333 strings that the Eddy bot does to beat orange ranks and yellow ranks, yes, it works. But once they get to that point where they are starting to fight red ranks, that is when they reach that brick wall and they can't progress past it. It's just something that I noticed watching the game. But regardless, I just want to make this video and talk about all these things. Like the channel, subscribe to the video, other way around. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.